everyone, so my name is Tracy and thank you for watching my video. So please do keep watching. I'm going to show you Weston-super-Mare, which is in the UK, and we have here gorgeous sunshine, and I'm going to show you places to go for a family. So like I say, this marine lake, and it's one of my favourite parts of Weston-super-Mare. In the background you can actually see Wales today. It's so clear here. So let's go on over here and have a look. So I've got my trainers on because we're going to be doing a lot of walking. However, in Weston it's not got cobbles everywhere. You can wear other types of shoes, it's just that I prefer to wear something really comfy for the amount of walking that we're going to be doing today. So walking along here, I'm going to get out of the way, actually it's a little bit muddy, and it has been a little bit slippery walking across there. Thankfully I've been very careful. So we're going to be walking up now to Marine Lake Beach. Like I say, this is one of my favourite spots in Weston, and you can have a real good look here as well. There's lots of new apartments. Well, I say new, they've been built a fair few years now, and underneath that, I don't know if you can see where the actual, next to Claremont Vaults, there's a restaurant there called The Cove. The Cove is, I do recommend eating in there. I've eaten in there a few times. It's quite lovely, and if they open in the daytime, I'm not sure if they're opening hours at the moment, you can sit out on the outside. There's a little terrace and it's just so nice, and you've got this outlook as well. Recommend trying there. So I've come over to Nightstone Island. As you can see, the tide is currently out at the moment. Now I'm gonna, if you can swing around, I'm gonna show you, we've got the pier here. Now the pier, just to let you know, there is an entry fee. It's £1 per person, all right, so do bear that in mind. But I want to show you something else. So come here and have a look at this. Now this is really important, all right. The tide's currently out, and in Weston it has got one of the fastest tides, all right. So when it's boggy, there will be signs up and it says don't go any further. Do take that seriously, all right, because people do get stuck, and then there can be fatalities as well. So just take on the signs that, as you know, you just don't want to hear that on social media that someone has sort of passed away because they got stuck, and they ignored the signs, all right. There's actually quite a few lovely little cafes along here. I do recommend, have a look out for Stone's Cafe here at Nightstone Island. That's actually pretty darn good. I've been in there and I've had a fair few. We've had sandwiches outside of here, and it's called Dr. Fox's Tea Shop. We've had just some drinks, and when it's got really busy we've just sat on the grass, and you just sort of look onto the pier. So don't miss out on coming over to Nightstone Island and checking out these places as well. So I do recommend coming down of an evening as well, sitting out, watching the sun go down. That's actually quite beautiful. The ones I've eaten in quite recently as well is Nick's Bar and Smith's Hotel, and the food's been alright actually, so you might want to check those out. Walking along here now, we've got the beach down there, Grand Pier just over there, and it's 10:30 of a morning, and we've passed a fair few families already that are starting to set up for the day. At the moment it's actually just bloody lovely. So in the background we've got quite a few of the hotels that do a lot of the food. I just want to show you over here, you've got the Crazy Golf. I have played in the Crazy Golf, which is quite fun, so a really good thing to maybe do for a bit of family time. And then we've got Weston-super-Mare water park. Now to me a water park is slides and something quite different to what that actually is. I don't really see it myself as a water park, but a lot of the families do go there, but don't expect anything absolutely amazing because you will be disappointed. So as you can see behind me, there's quite a few bits of entertainment for the children, and you can buy a candy floss or maybe some sticks of rock, and that's all here on the beach as well. So here on the seafront you've got the Western Sand Sculpture Festival. Now I do have a video from last year, do check that out, and you can actually see the actual sand sculptures, and I did some interviews whilst in there as well. So it actually is, it's £4 for an adult, £3 for a child, and for a family ticket, so you've got 2 adults, 2 children, is £10. And I so enjoyed walking around and having a look, and every year they are built from artists all over the world. So just want to go through the car parking prices with you. So if you do come to the seafront and park, it's up to 4 hours, it's £6, all right, and for all day you're looking at £10, all right. So make sure you do bring some extra cash with you. So behind me you have got Western Sea Aquarium. Personally I think it's quite pricey, but you might still want to have a look at, you know, maybe look at a leaflet or something before you go in there, or have a look at that website. And then behind me again I do have Funland. Now I made a video on that also last year. I think Funland's blooming great. You've got rides for the kids, they love all of that. What I like about it is that it's outdoors, so you can actually, unlike the pier where it's covered, if it's a beautiful day, I think going to the actual beach and sort of having the wind going through your hair while you're going on rides, I think that's just so much better. So behind me here we've got Sky View, which obviously takes you up and you get the views overlooking Weston and the seafront as well. And you've also then got the Adventure Pirate Land, so another place for perhaps to visit for the families. So right behind me here we've got Bistro Pier. Now if you're looking to go out for an evening, I do recommend Bistro Pier. I was in there the other night. I had the beef bourguignon. It's a French restaurant, and I actually think it's quite fairly priced, okay. So do recommend Bistro Pier, and check out the views. I mean, literally you can sit there and have a look over Weston-super-Mare. Today here on the seafront, there's always something going on, and they're raising money, it would seem, for the animal sanctuary. You've got dogs everywhere, they're parading, and quite beautiful dogs as well. So we've now come down to the newly renovated Dolphin Square. So if you come here you do have Cineworld, okay. There is another cinema in Weston called the Odeon, which is behind, and that's a little bit older. So this is all brand new here, okay. So you've got restaurants here for Pizza Express. Now I have written a blog all about this Pizza Express. If you want to check that out, that's on my website, which is www.inspiredbytea.com. Okay, so check that out. And then you've also got Prezzo, you've got Anytime Fitness, which is a 24-hour gym as well. And then you've got a couple more restaurants which have recently opened. We've got Nando's, which my daughter thinks is amazing. I haven't yet tried that particular one. So yeah, this is all looking quite nice here at the moment. And then if I can just come around here, I'm going to show you that this particular part is not yet done, okay, and I believe this is all going to be car parking as well. That's what I've been told, so hopefully it'll all be done pretty soon. So we just come down one of the side streets, and I've just noticed some of these beautiful meringues. They're only £1 each, and they look blooming tasty. So when you do come here, don't miss out on coming down some of the little side streets. This here is called Hills Bakers Limited. In fact, I think I might just go in and buy one now. So we've just come down to Weston-super-Mare's High Street. Now I've got to be honest, there's not a lot of really good shops here for someone like me. I generally go to Cribs Causeway, because I find that a lot of the shops that were here, they've gone. We haven't got Topshop anymore. We've also recently Accessorize has left here. You do, however, not far from here, a bit of a walk over, you've got like New Look, and then behind me we've got Costa. One thing I would love to see in Weston is a Starbucks. We've got something like, off the top of my head, I've got 3 Costas around by where I live. You've obviously got this one here as well. And most of the actual garages give the do the Costa takeaways as well. Come on, I want to see a Starbucks. Come to Weston. So I'm inside Weston's Sovereign Centre. So I actually do pop into town when I need to buy a quick gift. I actually do park up in the Sovereign Centre. In the Sovereign Centre you've got things like the Body Shop, Holland & Barrett, Marks & Spencer's, and you've also got some of the sort of the cheaper shops as well, things like Card Factory, and you've got Savers, and there's a little range here as well of some food places. So in the Sovereign Centre you have got Waterstones. Now what I used to love, on weekends me and my daughter used to come in here, there's a little cafe in there as well. I used to just get myself like a nice coffee, and she would be choosing a nice little book as well. I love Waterstones. I'm just a massive book lover. Currently at the moment I'm reading a Sophie Kinsella book, so I will be talking about that a bit later on as well. So we've come down now to the bottom of the high street, and it's a really large open area. You've got the water fountains behind me, and then behind that, just over there in the left hand corner, is a bar called Unwind. I recommend, if you like going out for a sophisticated drink with friends, or if you're coming to Weston as a couple, you might want to check out Unwind. It's away from the beaten path, and it's just a more sophisticated place to go and have a drink. It's somewhere that I certainly go. I get myself a gin and tonic. It's quite nice. And then behind me here you've got Weston's Winter Gardens as well. So as you can see, if I do an all-round bit here, you've got the Sovereign Centre, which we've just walked through, and then you've got the High Street over here as well. Do you see what I mean about open space? So I hope you find this video very helpful on the things to do in Weston-super-Mare as a family. If you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. And I will see you on my next video. Bye!